Wednesday 22nd, a little test shave. This is with my wonderful new acquisition, which is of course the gold Boker Damask 88 Meister Cutter. This is number 14, as you probably know from other mentions from me. It's oh, that's better. It's only one of 20. So let's just have a quick shave. Couple of mentions. First of all, I do really admire other people's lathering techniques. Jacques for one, Gary especially, and certainly any little tips which they pass on to me are very, very useful indeed. One of which is how to add a little bit more moisture to your brush to increase the density of your foam. And I did a Jacques earlier. I actually wetted my cella and with my fingers rubbed it in for a pre-shave. It does actually seem to help. You must excuse the lighting today. It's a foul day outside. I'm still recovering from the heaviest flu bout I've ever had. Anyway, here we are. Let's just see how good it is today. Oh yeah, luxury. Yep. Now, I'm no expert when it comes to Damascus steel versus normal carbon steel. But my test I did about half an hour ago, which I have put up on YouTube, was the dramatic difference there seems to be when doing a hanging hair test between carbon steel on an 8.8 Boker, which rings like a bell, and Damascus steel, which of course, being made from a minimum of 2 different types of steel, gave a very different sort of noise. It's a sort of a crisp, strange noise. Didn't ring like a bell, but it cut just as well. So I do like 8.8 razors. I can shave pretty much with anything, but given a choice, I like the stability. Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah. First rate piece of steel this. Just a quick first pass. The lighting in here today, I do apologise. It's absolutely shocking. I will try and adjust it on my worthy phone, and I'll probably bugger it up. Let's just see if I can do anything here. No, I don't think so. No, I think we're stuck with it as it is. So I won't keep this as a long test. This is just purely to reinforce. Oh, look, I did get a little touch there. Just going to prove. Do try and concentrate on what you're doing, Mr. Wood. But, as I've said before, if you can't feel it and there's a slight touch of blood, then you ain't done any damage. Whereas, if you actually cut yourself, of course you feel it. Whereas, if you make a little tiny weeper, I couldn't even feel I'd done anything. But obviously I'd gone in a little bit at the wrong angle. So I'm still recovering from the most atrocious flu. It laid me on my back. I couldn't eat, I couldn't drink, I couldn't swallow for a week. I lost 14 pounds in weight, and I wasn't a fat bastard to start with. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's cutting well. As a comparison, This is an old favourite of mine. This is the Boker 8814. This is a superb razor. Hear the different noise? Completely different noise to the Damascus. Both are extraordinarily sharp. And both are cutting extremely well. It does take a while to get the full feel of a new razor. And I would honestly say, at the moment, I would say that the Boker I'm used to is slightly better. But I'm really not minding either one. I would say I wear myself into the good books of the gold damask. But as far as quality of edge goes, I really couldn't say there's anything between them. Other than the fact that one is brand new and takes a little bit more getting used to. Each razor has its own personality. And my old 88, which I'm using now, is really sweet. This gentle giant. Very, very hollow ground. To look at them in profile, you can't tell which is the more hollow ground. The Damascus or the standard carbon are both incredibly hollow ground, and because of that, easier to use, in my opinion, for what that's worth. Yep, I would normally say let's go for a BBS, but do you know what? I don't think I really deserve it. How about that? Smooth as smooth. Yeah. I look at this Boker as an old friend. I've used this for on and off about a year, and I have to say, although I prefer antique razors in many ways, Boker for a modern razor using modern steel is very, very good. They still use the traditional methods. They still drop forge the blanks, so the martensite crystals in the steel structure are compressed and give you a far tighter grain and a far, far better than a custom razor. Custom razors, if you're making them from blank steel, a different technique entirely. I prefer the older production razors. The best, of course, in my opinion, are a Philharmonica or any of their derivatives, which are many, Palmera being one. There's something about old steel which is more forgiving. Nothing against new steel, but old steel has a charm. Yeah, that's BBS. Absolutely smooth. Chin needs a little bit of work on, but then chins always do, don't they? Anyway, just a quick afternoon shave, because it's a rancid cold day outside. I went for a little walk, almost wish I hadn't. Yep. Can't feel any stubble. Anyway, chaps, I won't waste your time any longer. This is a very amateurish attempt on with me today. All I would say is work in progress, proven winner, and I'll see you all soon.